retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring to their knees. Faith is there to see. Rage is like a wind, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weekend, harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit.
What's up, everybody?
All right.
Let's go. Welcome.
How's it going?
Welcome to another episode of We Suck at ACC, episode 10. Let's go. I'm pretty excited about that one. It's a small milestone. Actually, kind of a pathetic one. 10 is not that many now. But hi, I'm Larry, your host. We've got Sam. I'll say what's up, buddy.
Yo, what's up?
I've got Hunter in the top right there.
How's it going?
And then we've got our Joe Rogan, Jamie-esque Logan in the top left there who wants to hide, but we're not letting him today. Say what's up, buddy.
Yeah, hey, what's going on, everybody? How we doing?
Cool. So I am somewhere different. I'm actually, have you guys heard of Gainesville, Florida? Bit of a punk rock scene, I believe. So a lot of people might have heard of it. My mother-in-law lives here, and I'm doing some work on her house as part of my world tour. And I've always thought of it as a bit of a shithole. And I was surprised to come here this time, and I was collecting materials, getting groceries, all that sort of stuff, to find that it actually still is a shithole. And it's not very exciting to be at. So I'm losing my mind here up here. But hopefully I'll be back soon, back on the track with you guys. We got a lot of stuff going on, boys. We had a massive surge of new members, and we want to welcome them all. Hunter, tell us a little bit about how they came to be. They're from another league, the vast majority of them?
Yeah, they're from another league that actually disbanded, and so we're getting them over here with us to come join some daily racing, you know, fill out our grid.
That's awesome, man. I think we picked up, I think I said to you, Hunter, was it yesterday, maybe the day before, that like, dude, we just picked up like 8 members in like 6 hours. Just went boom. Yeah. So welcome, everybody. We're glad you're here. We know it's always a bit of a mess to try and join some new leagues and figure out where they're at and what they do. Generally speaking, we have, I mean, what are we up to now? 7 or 8 races a week?
7
what is
right
it,
now.
7 races. So we've got the 2 main series. 1 races on an alternate weekend, which is called the Premier Series, which is designed to be the faster guys that have honed their racecraft a bit more. And then we have the Prospect Series, which races on off weekends. Those are full right now. But we also have lots of other racing for you. We race on Tuesday nights. We race a one-make series on Wednesday nights. We race on Thursday nights in GT4s. We have a bit of a mix master by Hunter for Friday called Friday Night Fights. We have some extra racing for you on Saturday evenings. And do we have anything on Sundays yet? I feel like they come in Sunday
SVG.
races.
SVG
SVG
guys.
is on Sunday. Oh, so Saturdays, that's right. Saturdays is now our new race. And SVG are doing Sundays. There we go. So we'd love to see you guys on the track. First race for you guys will be tomorrow. If you want to join, jump on in. The only races that require registration are the one make, anything with a leaderboard. So that would be the one make, Premier, the Prospect, and the Endurance Series. So jump on in. We can't wait to see you out there. You guys got anything for the new members?
No, welcome aboard. Glad to have everybody.
Absolutely. And we will make sure, with this new influx of members, we'll make sure that we'll offer some racing for you guys soon. This happened very quickly, and due to the Xbox Armageddon, or the Xbox Geddon that we called it, I think a lot of us, admins just took an unexpected break and just kind of forgot that the league existed for a few days. So we'll get back on that now. Everything's picked up, and we're excited. Before we really get into it, there's something we want to talk about here. There's a race coming up here now. Everyone knows someone who suffered from cancer at some point in their life. They've either lost someone to cancer, they've had someone go through cancer. It's one of the most devastating things in the world. And I personally have never lost anyone to cancer or something like that, but I've had a lot of friends who've suffered from it. But one of the things that I love about this sim racing community in general, not just Black Flag racing, is how much of a community it is. And one of our, brothers and his wife over in another league that we're friendly with, she's suffering from cancer right now. So, Grace, would you bring up the race? So we're doing a race actually to raise money for them. It is a 4-hour endurance race, 2 drivers. It's $20 per car to enter, and additional donations will be accepted to help raise money. Don't also forget that something like this is also a very touching gesture. Even if we only raised a few $100s, just someone going through something, knowing that a group of people came together for them can do wonders for you. It's magic in itself, even doing it. So we want to fill out the grid. We want to do as best as possible, and we will offer some spots too. If money is an issue, we know that for a lot of people, $20 is nothing. We know that for some of you, it is something. So don't let the money be a barrier. We'll make sure we sponsor you. We'll figure something out. Okay. So get in there, get a team, have fun. 4 hours at some track. I don't even know what track it's at, actually. I've been involved in this.
Kalami.
Is that how you say it? I always thought it was Kyalami. But anyway, it probably is, yeah. I speak the old English. But anyway, don't forget the power of community. Unfortunately, in the world we live in this country, like, medical bills can be obnoxious, and we are not going to pay off your medical bills doing a race, but we can help a little bit. Maybe we can give them a great little time for a short period of time. But the main thing is just knowing that, there's support out there and people who care. So please get involved, guys. And we'd love to do that. So we just wanted to mention that there's an amazing group of people putting in a lot of time, to make sure that this thing gets off. So, gets off the ground. Sorry, not gets off. That's it's a little bit Larry of me. But yeah. So anyway, so that's great. Please get behind it, guys. Let's show them how good a supportive community we are. If you are looking for sponsorship, hit me up or one of the admins, and we'll make sure you're taken care of. We've got plenty of people who are willing to front some money for any of you. So let's go. All right.
If someone could drop, I'll just say, Larry, if someone could drop the link in the chat or drop it in the Discord, so we know where to donate the money.
Okay, that's a very good point.
I'm assuming there's a GoFundMe somewhere.
There's actually a standalone Discord that you need to join just for this event to
Okay.
minimize the confusion. So we will make sure that link is there.
Okay.
I've already done an announcement that has links to the PayPal. Hang on. PayPal is to pay your race fees. GoFundMe is for additional money.
Okay.
So please keep those separate so we can track the cars or something like that, or let us know if you just want to make one. Look, we'll figure it out. We're not going to make your life hard over some money, but we'll make sure that that's all sharp and reminded again. It is the day after one of our other endurance races, but come on. We do this for fun all the time. So let's not be silly about it. So anything else, boys, you got? Anything you want to add? Any anecdotes?
The link to the PayPal and the Discord are in the announcements page.
The announcements.
Excellent. We will keep them front and center. So, and our thoughts and feelings go out to them, like I was sitting here today, I'm doing work on my mother-in-law's house. I've been welding all week. I'm fucking exhausted. I've basically been on 2 boys trips, and I'm trying to make it sound like I was busy. But and now I'm working on my mother-in-law's house, and the stress and the bullshit and my kids being loud and all that stuff, we'd all kill for that during these tough times. So, it's one of those reminders as well, not to take stuff for granted. So, all right, so that's good. Please jump on that. We have to talk about one of the most disgusting things. I'm very disappointed to have to bring this up, and I apologize if this word is offensive to some, but Xbox. We have to talk about. We have to talk about Xboxes and what happened. So I would like to hand it off to one of you, which will not be Siam, despite owning an Xbox, because I was away when all the news started coming. I was not away, but I was out for the day, so I never got to test my stuff. Grays, you might have been one of the first. You want to talk to us about what happened?
Yeah, well, I definitely had already seen on, I think Hunter posted something, and then I went to the Reddit pages, and people were showing videos of the issues they were having. And so I was like, oh, do I want to do the update or not? Because I don't have mine set for auto updates. And I was like, this can't be like a real thing. Like, it's just got to be a minor problem. And then I updated it, and yeah, I started doing the crazy, like, it wanted to turn right no matter what. Problem, I was like, oh, let me just restart everything. They're going to come up with a solution, and it just kept doing it. So, I mean, the problem is the substandard update. Xbox was like, this isn't good enough, and cut it short right away. So, I think
Xbox has such high standards.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's clearly what happened.
Yes. So, what I've just heard here, Grace, is you had a warning. You had a community confirming said warning.
Yeah.
And then you did it anyway. So
absolutely.
If we ever had to kidnap someone from the league without violence, just for saying like, hey, come with us, you're our guy. Hey, get in the car.
Sounds
We're
good.
totally
Hey.
not stealing you, you know?
I'm 100%. Yeah. I'm like, remember that movie? Who was it? Was it Jim Carrey where you always had to say yes to everything?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yeah, I'm
love that
yes,
movie.
man. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at with things in my life. I'm like, sure, let's go for it. Let's just do it.
That's normally limited, though, to like fun experiences. It's not like, hey, there's a piece of wood out here with a nail sticking up. Should I step around it? Or fuck it, let's just go. I'm going to stand right on that nail and see how it goes.
I mean,
That's kind of what it feels like with that update.
See how durable the shoes are, you know.
That's
I
wild.
think
So,
I think the whole update was planned because right after ACC broke for Xbox, you know what went on sale for Xbox? All of a set of Corza stuff.
Yeah.
They dropped it half price. That shit was on a fire sale out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think it was planned.
That was, I think that was in good faith to do that. I think Hunter thinks it was like purposeful to
No.
make people buy it. But I mean, you're paying $2.99 instead of like $20.99 or whatever. So
They
I
probably
was
did
buying,
do
I was
it
buying all the
because
DLCs, and it was actually really fun to go over to Assetto Corsa and race some hypercars and
It
some
was.
crazy old cars every once in a while. So
Much less of a conspiracy, more of a concession.
yes, yeah,
yeah, I still... It might be naive of me. It might be like, you know, I'm known in the league as giving probably some of the greatest advice you could ever get. Like, I'm really slow on the track. Like, we'll just go faster. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. But, like, I just couldn't... What the fuck? I can't even remember what I was fucking saying. But, doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm pretty tired, like I said. Anyway, don't worry about that.
Yeah,
point.
look at that comment.
1 week away and I'm still faster than... You're faster than me before I left. Like, what is the point of you? He's that panda guy. He's a naughty. But no, it's... It didn't really affect PlayStation at all in the end, did it, Sam? I didn't feel any issues with it.
Nope.
That was my question, which I don't know what the point I was making before was. That's gone. But what did it just affect ACC on console, and particularly Xbox?
Well,
Yeah.
You guys were able to play everything else, right?
yeah.
Or was it wheels in general on Xbox? Or
It
just
was
ACC?
wheels in general. It corrupted it somehow.
But it wasn't. You could play other wheel games. It wasn't. It was just. It's just
They
ACC. You
They
could do
did
everything else.
something to ruin the handshake between the game and the console.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it just couldn't recognize the wheel at all.
That was my point before. It was a shitty one. It's like, I still don't understand how you don't just go Control-Alt-Delete and just put it back to the old one for a few days while you figure it out.
I wish.
Like I'm a general contractor, right? Like if my customer's kitchen caught on fire, I wouldn't be like, fuck, we're going to figure out why it caught on fire. We'll be back in a couple of weeks and we'll let you know. And your fucking house burns down. Like, it's not a very good strategy. Let's be honest, right? Like, wouldn't you just want to be like, let's put the fire out and build back up from, you know, a place of learning and make sure these people are taken care of? I thought that was really wild. But sweet, we're back now. So when did it come back? They promised Tuesday, or said
Came
they
back-
might be Tuesday, and it came back to Monday, didn't it?
Monday, yeah.
Yeah, Monday.
Did they even announce it or anything, or was it just like...
Just
It was
happened.
it was an auto drop. They announced it on their Discord,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
It's
I
kinda
posted
strange,
it.
but
Yeah, it was very weird just how they were handling the whole thing. But they were also, I know Kunos, or however you pronounce their game studio, they were under fire because at that same time they had dropped a terrible Evo update. So they were getting fucking slack from both sides, and they were just like not having a good time.
I wonder
Deservedly
if they
though.
just shut...
Deservedly.
If when it happened and everyone flipped out, I wonder if the office staff just shut their laptops and just walked out and said, we'll deal with this tomorrow. Like, this is too much shit. Like, those poor dudes, I feel for them, man. But yeah, I mean, we had that with PlayStation when the PlayStation network went down. Were you with Deviant when that happened, Sam?
yes, I was.
So we had a race scheduled for that weekend, but the first night it happened was beer carts, I think, which
Yeah.
was Friday night.
Grace. Imagine your whole fucking consoles network going down. Couldn't be Xbox.
Yeah.
Not us.
Sure,
Well, they
Fucking
did
losers.
that. They did that to protect us, and they didn't want to let the Xbox users know because they want them to get taken out of the tidal wave. So we were all in emergency shelters.
Okay, at
like,
least
No,
ours, our outage was not due to negligence.
Yeah, well,
yes.
I mean, right now I'm using Microsoft Edge to do this entire broadcast, so I think
Oh,
Microsoft is
oh.
running pretty much every business in the world
Okay,
at
we'll
this
see
point.
which console is still alive in 2027. How about
Well,
We'll see.
fighting over consoles is stupid, but I did just think Microsoft is one of the most insulting male things you could say to someone. Hey, Microsoft. So it's like a stupid name. But anyway,
It is.
what was so funny was when the PlayStation Network went down, we were all like, what are we going to do? Like, I don't want to talk to my wife. Like, I don't want to just hang out. Like, what am I going to do?
I know. I had to
So,
go
like,
outside.
It was actually, but we ended up like getting online together, and we ended up doing like fucking show and tells. Like, hey, here's my wood shop, or here's
Yep.
my rig, and it was actually kind of cool in the end. But
I
you
streamed a
Xbox
NASCAR
guys,
race
obviously,
on this
it's
one.
not the best sort of person. So like, you guys probably didn't want to hang out together. So, but like our PlayStation community is so full of joy and intelligence and stuff like that we were able to pull something like that off. I don't know what that means, Runk, but nice.
Yeah,
But,
I just don't understand. The update was pretty large for just liveries updates, and then why would that mess up the wheel? So clearly they made some other tweaks along the way. 505
They were pushing
did.
graphic updates with it too.
I think
Yeah.
I could, as a developer, I could tell you that you could change literally anything, and if something gets out of whack somewhere, like it could be all the way up at the top, and it like gets out of whack, everything's fucked, and that's probably
Yeah.
what happened.
Man, it was. I have to say though, for me, it was a nice, refreshing like break, just to be like.
Oh, I loved it in the
take a
end.
week.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "We're racing tonight. We're not." And
No,
the PlayStation guys, yeah, do what you want. Yeah, whatever suits you, guys.
Yep.
We worked out well. But anyway, so that's back now. We're all good. I know. I want to give Chug an honourable mention too for his decision to move to iRacing because he couldn't wait 5 days, and then he just like realised that was not as easy as it sounded. But that was pretty funny. It was. I'm assuming it was like watching a bunch of junkies detox though. There was definitely a few of us who were like a little worried. But at least the Mac. Oh, there we go.
Thank
yeah,
God for that.
Thank
Oh,
God for
back
that.
to the
Yeah.
liveries real quick. What I'm mad about, where's the OnlyFans? Where's the OnlyFans
I
livery?
know.
They didn't didn't send
know.
that through. What the hell?
Where's Renee's
mad.
livery?
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
Is she
Fuck
the
yeah.
Merc? I thought she was an Audi one.
No,
She's
she's
Audi.
an Audi, but they
they
still
didn't-
could have pushed it through.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they
didn't
just
give the
didn't-
update. She's like
Yeah.
the most famous Audi driver at this point.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's still. I'm just like, I remember growing up. I had like, this is probably a bit. It's not meant to be the point, but I didn't get very many gifts, and it was kind of like I was always given gifts that were shit. And I remember being like, just don't get me anything. I'd rather get nothing than shit. And that's how I felt about this update. Like, you've caused all this trouble for something none of us are ever going to use. Like, none of
Yeah.
us care about this. Give us a track. Anyway, malakas. So we are good. We were all in agreement that Xbox is inferior. Just, would you please not interrupt me while I'm stating facts?
There's
No.
anyone here that doesn't have an Xbox is you.
It says Xbox in my name, though. You see how much yeah, it doesn't. But all right, boys. So we have some announcements to make, and I'm going to hand over to Hunter here. So, Hunter, talk to us about what's going on, buddy. You've been working hard in the background, and Greg
Yeah.
as well. Where credit's due.
Grades as well, yeah. But so we're gonna be here after the live stream. We're gonna be rolling out some league sponsors finally. So we got some sponsors, gentlemen.
Tell me more.
Yeah. So we got 4 in total right now, and so the first one is Last Chance Moto, which this is an eBay store, and he sells a lot of motorcycle parts, car parts. The main sim racing thing he has is gloves, which I've got a pair. It's the same one I got. So these motherfuckers, they're
those are
Saints
cool.
they're Saints of Speed, and they're $11, and we got a 10% off coupon to his entire store. So use that for what you guys want. But yeah, so that's a cool one. Our next one is a sim racing kit, which is another eBay store, and they offer a lot more sim racing stuff. Obviously, they've got a lot of Fanatic stuff, accessories for Fanatic. They've also got like Logitech mod pieces and brake mods and stuff like that for some other brands. They're sort of, it's like a niche sort of thing. It's nice. I've checked out their store, but we've got 10% off to them as well. And then the big one, the huge one, is we are now partnered with Apex Sim Racing. And so we're going to be rolling out a link. And if you guys use this link to purchase from their website, we also have a coupon code for 5% off. We will get some of the money kicked back towards us, and it will help us fund the league. So, and Apex Sim Racing sells a lot of the big brand names: Thrustmaster, Fanatic, Moza. They sell like anything sim racing almost. They're a pretty big brand. That's where I got my R9 set from. So
Nice.
they're
Sweet.
they're pretty nice. And
That's
then
awesome, man.
Grays has one more for us.
Let's go,
Yes.
Grace.
So I bought a button box from this guy in Italy. It's called Fly Sim Control because he makes stuff for also the people that do the hands on stick and throttle and fly planes and stuff around and helicopters.
simulation.
Yeah, flight sim. But thanks you. I was trying to just talk around it. but I hit him up because I know a couple other people that use the same button boxes, and it's awesome because he actually has them set up to work with consoles, which is pretty rare. I don't think many other companies are doing
out of the
that.
box, right? Too, right?
Out of the box, you just plug it in and as an accessory onto the back of your Xbox, and it immediately works.
Or PlayStation, I believe.
Or PlayStation.
Yep,
Yeah, it does
yep.
both. You have to pick which one. But he has it all pre-programmed. It has everything you could ever want. He has ones with just 4 buttons, 5 buttons, 10 buttons, like different light combinations. You can ask him to do different things. The mounting is all 3D printed. Really good stuff. And he offered us a discount code. I'm not sure exactly how much yet. I'm gonna hit it up. I'm gonna pretend to go purchase later and just see what the discount is. So I'll add it to the link we're putting there. But yeah, Fly Sim Control, good company. Everybody I know that has them really likes them. And do you want me to play this awesome commercial he made?
He made a little commercial. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, dynamic.
Yeah.
Those are good-looking gloves. That's not the glove sponsor logos.
No, it's more madness.
Looks like one of our races.
Now that
Wow.
guy really loves Daytona.
He does.
Yeah, because he makes stuff for iRacing too. But I was like, hey man, I'll make you a little video. I got mine here. I'll do like a little kind of thing. And he was like, oh, I got a video. And he sent me that. I'm like, well, that's way better production than I could ever do. So keep it up, dude.
That's a great little video. I
Yeah.
know what he did though. I've done that before where I'm like, shit, I promised a video. And then I'm like, fuck, I just got to bang some shit out real quick. I don't have time to do multiple tracks. So, but that's a great video. It's good production on there.
Yeah.
But that's cool looking stuff. That's really cool. So that's great. So, you know, and as always, guys, we're not trying to monetize anything per se. All we want to do is just like cover off some costs and things like that. And maybe like, we're probably 3 to 5 years away from one of the admins like embezzling funds away and like moving to an island and stuff like that. We're doing a slow burn. We're not there yet though. So, you know, and then, yeah, but for now, if you could buy as much stuff as possible so that plan will work, please do. But really, it's just a help to you guys. None of them are actually a help to us except for Apex. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Apex,
other ones
we
are
get
just
it,
sponsors and give us discounts on things, which is always nice.
Yeah,
cool,
so
though,
they're
we're
mainly for
sponsored.
you guys. Yep.
And you
Yeah,
can all
them
say that
Apex.
you're a sponsored sim racing driver now. Just
Oh
say
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna
Don't
put
even-
it down
gonna
your
let-
sleeve on your shirt, like the sponsors. Like yeah, it look
And
nice.
great, like you got to
Yeah.
you got to make us a letterhead, so we can give out letters to show wives and friends and stuff like that that we are
Oh my
officially
God.
sponsored. Yeah, exactly.
it.
Sweet. All right, so that's cool.
Fucking down.
So the sponsors. Now, this isn't a sponsor per se, but my man CM here has recently taken the plunge with limited information online and managed to switch himself to a Sim Magic setup.
Yes.
And I've done the same, and I think it's worth talking about because there's a lot of misinformation online. And I personally, as a what's the word we would use? Dork, don't know how to find all the shit I need to find. And I could not see a compelling case to purchase this stuff without seeing himself. So CM, talk to us. Like, this is great news because it's outstanding equipment, so much cheaper than any of the other high-end stuff. So talk to us, CM.
Well, so I was kind of back and forth about which setup I wanted to go with. And what really, like, long story short, what it came down to is when I went to go buy everything, they just had Sim Magic stuff. And from everything I read online, Sim Magic makes really good high-end or high-quality stuff. And it doesn't really break the bank. I am coming out with a written guide, but we can talk about a few things right quick with the Sim Magic setup. They do work on consoles. They work on both PlayStation and Xbox, but you do need an adapter. All right. The Brook Resolution series have two adapters, the Brook Resolution X and the Brook Resolution 2. The X is for the Xbox Series S and S consoles. Yes. And then the Brook Resolution 2 is for the PlayStation 5 and Switch, if you really care about that.
Are we going to allow anyone to race on Switch here, even if they could? I just feel like that's just...
I don't think they can with us.
Even if it's just hypothetically. I don't want to race with Switch people. I don't want to lose someone on a Switch.
Yeah, with these products he's talking about, there may be some kind of way to do something like that.
Sorry.
You get your nunchucks, yeah.
I mean, so the only real difference between the two adapters is really the pros for the Resolution series is it's very easy to buy, very minimal setup, and it gives you a pretty solid force feedback feel. The cons is that it has very limited button mapping, and it emulates a Logitech G29. Take that for what you will. Honestly, I could not find any difference between emulating a Fanatec DD Extreme and a Logitech G29 in these games. But if it really just scratches your lizard brain like that, then you probably want to go for the different solution.
The different one being the Sigma, right?
The Sigma Cortex, yes, which is developed by Sigma Racing, but it is supported by Sim Magic. And
it's their official one, isn't it? And like unofficial official one?
It's like an unofficial official one, yeah. Like it was made by a different company, but they didn't purchase it, but they put all the firmware updates on Sim Magic website and stuff. Anyway,
that's why we're trying to control it, Bowles, because we're just trying to minimize the competition.
Yeah, PS5.
What is it, like Gladiator, where he stabs him just before the final battle? Like that's what I'm doing here. Is like he just gives him so he's bleeding out. The PS5.
So the Sigma Cortex works with the PS5. It's primarily, I guess, a lot of the focus is around Gran Turismo 7, but it works for every single game that I've tested. It's the most complete adapter for Sim Magic, and it has customizable friction, force feedback feel, mechanical friction, everything that you can think of. The problem is that they don't make them anymore, and they're really hard to find. So, quick story: I had to do a Facebook Marketplace crack deal with a guy in another city to get hilarious Sigma Cortex for his rig.
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll come in soon so I can get it sent off to him. But the only bad thing about the Sigma Cortex, other than it's really hard to find, is that sometimes the firmware that they push will break compatibility in ACC, particularly. But I'm coming out with the guide. The guide will show you which firmwares work with what. Basically, I'm going to give you the long guide and the short guide, like the ChatGPT condensed guide.
And for all my fellow dummies, CM, explain the adapter, like physically speaking. It's not like some crazy thing, right? It's just a little... Go ahead.
It seriously sits in between your USB connection from your wheel to your console. And
it's nice and simple.
It's nice and simple.
Beautiful. All right, great. So I just want to throw... We're not sponsored by them yet. That will come in a few weeks, I'm assuming. Free kits for all of us. But But that I thought that was worth mentioning because I know a lot of people had a lot of questions about that stuff. So awesome. Now, anything else from sponsors? Any comments we want to take a break at and look at there,
Yeah,
Grace?
my dog says, "What's up?"
What's up, dog? You chocolate lab, you? What's he think?
He said,
That
Panda and
is a
Chug need
woman,
to start
Larry. That is
racing
a
on
woman.
Switches.
Oh, we'll just give him one of those adapters. I know he lifts heavy things, but I'm sure he won't be able to figure it out without a CM, which
Yeah,
I
there's-
do.
Yeah,
So
let's get him on switches.
Yeah, there's lots of great People are saying they need some merch. Got to make some merch, boys.
oh, we
When
will, don't you?
When are we getting T-shirts?
It's
Yeah.
something that we've been floating around with the idea, and
Yeah.
I have just the person in mind to get these shirts and jackets and hoodies and stuff designed for us. Just need to get her to do it.
Exactly. Say hi to your wife too. She's there.
Yeah,
She's great.
she's not home
She's
yet,
awesome.
but she will.
Have it
Be home.
done by 9. But yeah, we do need some merch. There will be a little bit of a not a spoiler, but a teaser here that there will be ways to contribute to the league in the future. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, merch is something we definitely spoken about and all that sort of stuff. So that will be coming, boys. Choose your island carefully.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
You're saying when your embezzlement scheme, and you're gonna move to an island, because we all know you were talking about you when you said you were gonna embezzle and move to a remote island.
I would never say that publicly. That would
Yeah.
be stupid to
Yeah.
admit to that. That would be so dumb. Like only a moron would actually say that out loud.
Yeah.
But,
Who would have say that?
that's sweet. Next on the list, Liam, you dipped your giant, big, hairy hobbit toe into commentating for the first time, man. How was that?
A little intimidating, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I know, like we've all seen, or most of us have seen. The new guys may have not known this, but we do have a commentator for the league, Webo commentary, and he does our commentation, He commentates over he commentates over our Premier League races. So the bar was set, and I don't have a capture card yet. I don't have these fancy overlays and OBS or a fancy mic, which admittedly now are in, Amazon post coming in, but I just wanted to, like, I don't know. No one likes their own voice over recording. I certainly don't. And I just didn't know how good it would come out, But the prospect race I got to commentate was at least very interesting. Very, a lot of storylines going on over the prospect race.
I think your style, from the parts I did catch, I had connectivity issues like wherever I was. I just couldn't. It would play 5 seconds and delay, and then 5 seconds, and that's enough to give anyone like autism. So like, I just had to watch what I could. But the parts I did see, when you see me commentate, people often say things like, "Wow, Larry's so disorganized and just making this up and still talking," stuff like that. You, my friend, had a massive amount of knowledge. Like, you basically did the very basic things that are expected of a commentator that I never do. And I thought that was great, man. You were like able to call out corners instead of me, which was like, he's coming up to the lefty before the righty. Like, you were like really good at like calling out that sort of stuff. Does that, I do think you're a little bit of a savant, because sometimes you have like pissed me off when I'll be like, "Where on the track are you, Sam?" And you're like, "I'm at Jingle Bells Batman Smells turn." And I'm like, "Where the fuck is that? Like where? You need a start finish line or on the other side?" Like, every track we go to, you're like, "I'm going up there to Egg Cup Bowls Hill," and I'm just like, "Where the fuck is that? I don't know where that shit is." Like, but
so
yeah,
you
but
can
it
see
really, but it
behind
played
me, I
out
have
very well
I love my
in your
track
commentary.
maps.
So yeah, so you love the track.
I love my track maps, man. I love to learn the history of the tracks.
But what impressed me was how quickly you could flick cameras over to, let's say, from Hunter to Grays, and you could say, here comes Grays into turn 13," like that. It was very impressive, I thought.
So I keep it on that full map, and I
Yep.
can only remember so many numbers, but Grays is definitely one of them because it's close to my number, or close to my former number. And 778, I'll just like look over at the.
No, I was
full
talking about
track
the
map.
corner turns. I was saying, you could switch and be like, "Oh, Grays is coming into turn 11," like without. It was so quick. It was unbelievable. Quite impressive.
Thank you.
What did chat think of it? Let us know, chat. Anyone who watched it, I thought it was fantastic.
Well,
But
we're gonna try and make it up a little bit better. Hopefully, we can use like something like this Restream prep platform or whatever for.
Well,
a little bit better.
we've been trying to do duos, right? Like the first round was supposed to be Liam and I, because I have some commitments coaching soccer later. I know Hunter wants to do it as well, but so I said, let me go up front with Liam. Then he couldn't make it. Then Hunter wasn't available, and then I couldn't make this next one. Hunter wasn't available. Like, just so we haven't done it yet, but we'd like to do a bit of a duo. That'd be fun. But let's talk about the race within itself. I missed the first part, so talk to us about qualifying. And chat, tell us about your race experience.
So qualifying was, I guess, qualifying was a bit as you expected. If you watched, or obviously you commentated the first round. You had Barron putting out a really good lap, but him and Sniper were just kind of trading fastest laps. You had Harry up there in the mix, who would like trade fastest laps with Sniper as well. And I got to give a shout out to that one sim racer. He was always in that top 5, no matter like whether it was the race or qualifying. He ran a really good race that day. But Y-Weight, right, our winner from the race,
My team member.
Malacca Motorsport.
Malacca
Y-Weight
Motorsport
qualified 5th, right? So it really just shows that, like, even if you have maybe not an optimal qualifying, not a qualifying that you're like on pole or in second or the front row, you can still make something out of it.
100%.
I mean, if you want to look at our podiums for the prospect race, we had Y-Weight, Zanshin, and Zaddy. Y-Weight qualified 5th, Zanshin qualified 10th, and Zaddy qualified 12th.
Yeah, that's fantastic drives from all three then. And I think Zaddy, if I recall, was very close to being 4th as well. Like, they were so close when he and that one sim racer like crossed the line, right? I think
right at the end,
if Zaddy had cooked that final turn, there was a chance for that one sim racer to take him. So he did real well.
Honestly, shout out to all those guys that had, like, there was this big incident in turn 1, as like you could expect. Lap one, turn 1. Even Baron was caught up in it.
Hang on. You're saying some people in our league had a crash in lap 1 or turn 1, lap 1? I will not hear it. This is heresy.
It was turn 2. Sorry. In turn 2.
Thank you.
Turn 2, lap 1. We had a big crash. A lot of the front runners got caught up in it, which is, unfortunate. But I got to say, the big overarching storyline is that nobody quit, nobody gave up, nobody just left, and they just kept fighting. Like, Baron came in from the first lap with damage and a pit outside of the pit window, so he had to do at least 2 pit stops that entire race, and he still finished in 5th.
Yeah,
in the top 5.
Yeah, man, that's wild. I saw once again, it speaks to 2 things I want to say about the prospects you see a lot. Consistency speaks to, when you get into the higher leagues, like, you can be as consistent as you want. If you have to pit more than once, it's going to fuck you, right? But in these kind of lower leagues, like this, not lower league, you know what I mean? The leagues, the prospect leagues, right? Especially if you're a faster guy in there, just turning laps, man. We say it all the time. Just turning laps will generally undo a lot of the damage, right? And we have, due to how quickly this league has grown and when we had the draft, we've actually got some people that shouldn't really be in prospects at this point, but that'll get fixed next season. But just consistency and getting after it. The second thing I want to say, I've said it before when I said in my brake modulation video, talking about, braking earlier with less pressure to, time, that is, people need to let go of this idea of forward progress at every moment, right? It's okay to sit in. It's okay to, you don't have to make a hellacious move every time someone's in front of you or the group. Like Beth Barron, let's give an example for him, gets caught up in some drama in turn 2 there. Not saying that he could have avoided or whatever, but sometimes it's better to just let 3 or 4 positions go and not have to pit. You're going to lose a 10th of the time losing 4 spots on that turn versus just trying everything to always progress forward and getting caught up in something. So you don't always have to progress forward. I've said this before. Y-Weight, we did the one make series once, and I followed him for 2 or 3 laps waiting for him to make a mistake. I like to do a very intimidating, get right up under them and pressure them to make a mistake. And, check out that rear of the car while I'm there. But but then just wait for them to make a mistake. And I remember at one point Mike said to me, he goes, "Are you just sitting in and like, just like toying with me?" And I'd like to say that I was, but I'm not that fast. Like, all right, Bowles. Like, I know what you're about, Bowles. You are the dive bomber of dive bombers. But yeah, it's you don't have to always move forward, guys. Just chill. Like you don't worry about it. Settle in. It's always best to let the race settle in. But it was good racing from what I saw. I would like to talk about Taters as well. I did get a good bit of internet where I could watch, and he had a great battle going with. Was it Runk or someone else? There was a period where they were like fighting for 7th and 6th.
Shout out to both Runks and Taters. They finished 7th and 8th.
Fantastic battle.
Yeah.
Because Runk went from, wasn't it Zolder that Runk went from like 23rd to 9th and then headbutt the wall?
Wait, what?
Wasn't that like it's Zolder? Wasn't that Runk's that like he had an outstanding launch, got to like 23rd to 9th in a couple of laps, and then as soon as I crossed over, because Preston in the commentary said, said like go check out Runk, and I turned over and there he was hitting the wall. So it all came undone. But like, but fantastic drives from both of them. Let's should we get up the leaderboard and we'll have a talk about everyone, see if we can. Not the leaderboard, sorry, the results. This is the results here.
Yes.
Because I'm on my stupid phone, I have to zoom in. So talk us through it, Ian. Who we got here?
All right. Well, as I said, Y-Weight is our leader, and he finished in first. Zanchin, all the way up from, what was it, 10th? Nah. Yeah, 10th.
No, hang on. Stop. It says he was in the MS BMW. That can't be right.
So the car tables were messed up, so
Okay,
just ignore
fine.
the cars.
That's very impressive if you did that.
Yeah, that's what our one make series just got from. So
Yes.
no, he's not. It's the car tables are messed up, so just ignore that for a second. And now we got Zaddy, who qualified 12th all the way up in 3rd, making our podium. Basically, well, 2/3 of them didn't qualify in the top 10. Zanchin did qualify in the top 10, but not in the top 5.
And shout out to Zanchin too. He's a GT7 driver. He just shows up and does these things. So
zero practice, just showed up on the day.
Yep.
Look at that.
I hit him up.
Yeah, he was on
minute.
my team.
I hit
Roy
him up
Mustang.
so last minute.
Yeah, Roy Mustang was like, I can't race. He was on vacation or whatever, on holiday. So Zanchin came in, and really he did amazing for my team because I didn't get any points. So like,
I want to say he
Zanchin
had
for real.
a 14-hour notice before the race. I was like, hey, can you sub? He's like, yeah, sorry, it's late. I was like, cool, you're on blah, blah, blah's team. Good luck. Like,
I got to say, the MVP car was the McLaren. I mean, even Sniper, who qualified 2nd, but he had like a drive-through penalty for speeding in pit lane. No, it was a stop-and-go 30-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He still came back out and started fighting. Other than that, all the McLarens were in the top 10.
That's crazy. And another shout out for Zanchin. And a fun fact for Zanchin is really cool dude. He was actually my teammate over in the GT7 league we're in. He actually got approached. He's a personal trainer. Fucking good looking dude too. I'd leave my wife for him. But he was actually asked to try out for the US bobsled team, which I thought was fucking so cool. Like they basically just, because we don't have any bobsled shit here, they basically just ask you to go sprint and do shit like that. And he was almost there, but he hurt his hamstring, I believe. I don't know if it's over yet, but that's pretty cool. He's a cool dude. So yeah,
That's
so going
awesome.
down. So moving on there to Beth Barron in 5th, right?
Yeah. Yep. He got, as I said, he got collected turn 2, first lap. And he had that damage. He came in right after Sniper did. No, he came in after Hari did. But whatever. He at least had 2 pit stops and still fought his way back up to the top 5. HRH George just ran a clean race.
The king. There he is. Look at him.
Yeah.
His lord.
Just a clean race. Runks and Zaddy, teammates, and they were actually running nose to tail for a long time there in the middle. I don't know how the pit strategy worked out, but Runks and Zaddy had like the inverse liveries, looked really good, and
That's great.
They ran a great race on Saturday.
I gotta say, I'm very excited for positions 7, 8, and 9. Like
Taters, Hyper Honda, and Hari. Yep.
Sorry, no, the Bronco, Taters, and Honda.
Oh.
That's fantastic for all three of them. I'm excited for everyone, but like that's fantastic. That's outrageous.
I'm excited
Good
for
job,
my
boys.
man George. My man George is killing it. He
Number 10.
hopped
Who is George? Oh, King.
George.
He's the
No,
king.
George was 6.
Yeah, he's the king.
Yeah.
That's what I call him. That's what his nickname is.
Oh,
to
is
me.
that what you call him? Oh, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
His
yes,
Royal
7 of his
Highness
names.
George.
His
Yeah.
Highness, his Lord, my
Yeah.
Lord. Then Uggs. I mean, the hurry effect, fantastic. My teammate
Uggs
there
did
as well. I mean,
great.
good lap time there, man. 1:35.5 basically. That's a beautiful lap time there. Did he have some trouble there that you recall seeing?
Yeah, he
'Cause
did. He did.
Yeah.
He had I think it was a pit lane speeding limit, or he didn't get his pit limiter on in time,
There we go.
and he had a speeding in the pit lane. So, guys, look at our sponsors, right? The button box will help you put your pit limiter on faster, so you don't
Yep.
even have to worry about it.
Go accuse your wives of cheating, and then ask her to get a button box to fit
Telling
it.
you,
Yeah, just something like that.
as your tires start to go, you can adjust your brake bias. Just turn the little knob. It's so easy.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
that's all there is to it. A little button box.
Right. So then Uggs, my man, look at that guy in 11th. Always a great competitor on the track. Like fantastic result for him. I mean, look at this, and I don't mean this in any way. But like, look at the jump in lap times when we get after 10th, and these guys are like doing great results here. They're up like sort of 2 seconds, sometimes 3 seconds off the faster guy's pace, and they're crushing it. Like that's like such a good result there.
Yeah.
Priest, that's probably one of the best results I've seen for Priest ever, knowing him as long as we have.
Big shout out to Priest. He was fighting hard on that track on Saturday, man. Just fighting.
Good for him. And he and Matrix, our guy, Mr. Never Give Up. Big fan.
Yeah.
Well
The
done.
only Jaguar out there, and also
Fucking-
Benz was the only 992.
In the Jag. Oh my
Still in the
god. Oh my god.
Still in the Jag.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I mean, is it?
It is.
Yeah, that's
It's
great.
awesome. It's awesome. At least it's getting used. He stands by it. I
Well, they
like
normally
it.
don't get used because they break down, but like, good for him. That's awesome. And then we have Sniper. We've spoken about Sniper a lot. And then we have Webbo, our esteemed commentator.
Our commentator.
He had a bit of a
Webbo,
rough race. He said he got into
better
a few
rough.
things a few times.
Yeah, he did. But other than that, like other than the drama he had with a few incidences, but he himself did really well.
Oh yeah, very consistent driver. Awesome dude. He's in the Lexus as well. He's my teammate as well. Ghost Stroke, doing good in the good lap times there in the Mustang. Must have had some issues there if he's got that pace. And back
Yeah.
there, do you recall?
There's a few incidents right there. I
Awesome.
think that was the result of that.
And this GGR Logan guy. That
Yeah.
was your race. Logan, talk to us.
Oh, you want to hear about it? Jeez, I would say maybe about 10 minutes in, I had contact with Kanji and spun around, car stalled, and it's like it's the first corner there on that high-speed backstretch, so it's the fastest part of the track, and then you have to brake hard and turn right, and my car stalled right there on the rumble strip. And as I'm trying to get it started and get turned again, had to push the button on my button box. And somebody, I don't even know who it was, I think it was some green Mustang, just front end to front end, just nailed me. So I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I'm going to, yeah, that was me.
That was
So
coming
you
out
saw,
of turn 11. Yeah.
is that, yeah.
The one that goes onto the main back straight.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I went into the pits. Everybody from that accident went to the pits, and then I realized I didn't set up a zero fuel setup for my car. So I was trying to like dial the fuel down by clicking the button over and over again, and I decided just to drive through the pits and go out the other side and be broken for another like 5 minutes until the pits actually opened. So I don't know if that was worth it or not. I maybe could have pitted and fixed the car instead of driving around broken because I got passed by a lot of cars then. And then it was just battling back from pretty far down. I think I was like in 22nd at one point, like the very bottom, other than some cars that got disconnected, I think. And I battled back, and then right at the very end, I had a spin on like between turn like 4 and 5. Before that, like 5, 6, 7, like three apex turn, I had a spin because my tires were like overinflated and because the temperature went up, I think. And somebody went flying past me, and then they mentioned it in the chat, like, who was doing donuts like on the last lap? I'm like, oh, that was me. So yeah, it was interesting. That's why I came up. I forget what I said earlier today was going to be my new tagline.
No, what was it? It was
last
lap
laps.
drama.
Last lap drama. Yeah, that'll be my racing because it was a fun race though. I had a great time. I just didn't get that accident really set me back, and it was my fault from the accident. So can't blame anything for that.
Exactly. Well, good job, buddy.
Yeah,
I want
it was fun.
to shout out our man Kanji. He,
Yeah.
from what I've seen, has been dead last or close to it every time we've been there. That is a fantastic result for him there. He's got
Well,
some,
he
some
wasn't-
decent.
He wasn't
Okay.
even gonna race. It was like last minute. He goes, "Oh, hey, my soccer match got canceled. Can I still race?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," because Zanshin was gonna sub for me. That's when I was like, "Hey, Zanshin, go to Noah's team. You're good." And I
Thank
was
you.
like,
Thank
"Kanji's
you
back
very
in,"
much.
and yeah, he did great last minute.
Fantastic drive for him. Adam, continuing to improve, man. Not as good as a result as last week, but still, those lap times are all looking good. Ben's Eagles, new guy, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
in a
Shout out
Porsche.
to Ben
Good,
Eagle.
good for him. He's in your team, Sam, or is he
Yeah,
a
he's on my
reserve?
team. Brave man, getting out there in the Porsche 992.
He's a
Oh,
smart
yeah.
man.
I
Smart
wouldn't
man.
do it. I wouldn't do
Real
it.
men, real men drive the Porsche 992.
Yeah, tried it, failed it. Yeah.
Love that car. And I'll tell you what, there might be a rumor that one of the very, very fast drivers in our league is a convert. And I'm very excited about that. So maybe him and I can team up next season and have a Porsche circle jerk. But anyway, let's bang this out. So Kieran, great drive there. We've got Clint, the Glocken. Well, you got to change that, Clint. And
Yeah.
Sublime. What happened to him? He's very, very fast.
He didn't do it. He didn't serve his mandatory pit stop and incurred a penalty.
Oh,
man.
you silly sausages, all you. And looks like the guy who I thought was
Burn.
Bert previously, he got either a disconnect or a rage quit.
Yeah,
Not sure about that.
so he's on my team. So I was chatting with him in the on Discord. He was actually leading like the first 3 laps, and he has a brand new puppy, and his puppy ran up and disconnected everything and like turned off his hit a switch and turned everything off. So he crashed and ended up last. But really, my team would have finished first and second, just so if it wasn't for the puppy. Burn, and Zanshin for the fill-in, we would have been killing it with the points.
Burn.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. Well, so moving on from that, great job, guys. The Prospect Series is looking absolutely fantastic. I'm all about it. I think it's fucking fantastic. You guys good? About the Prospect Series? All good?
Oh yeah,
All right.
it was super fun.
So
Always.
we are but only 3 weeks away from our next endurance race.
Yes, we
And
are.
if you don't
Dun,
change
dun, dun.
anything, you are expected to be in the same team and the same car. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. Not an issue.
Yeah.
But just warning, if you're expecting to go from a 3-person team in car X and you want to go to a different 2-person team in car Y, you need to let us know that, because we will assume that you are registered for that team unless we find out otherwise. DM, talk to us about the lead up to this race, the dates, what we need to do, all that sort of stuff.
So registrations are open. If you wish to change your car or team, the registration will be done in SimBot. You can just register driver/command with SimBot. The series name is going to be Endurance Suzuka, and you can register your new team that way. If you want to keep the same team, just let me know. We can just keep with the same entry list and everything will be good. So the 30th is going to be the showdown at Suzuka. The 31st is going to be that charity race. So we have a 6-hour showdown at Suzuka and then a 4-hour charity race the day after. Just so that you're aware in case you had scheduling or whatever conflicts come up.
None of you guys are doing anything. You can do both. Come
Yeah,
on.
just
Yeah.
none of us have anything to do.
Yeah, come
Like,
on. We're all racers. It's
If
So-
I miss a race, it's probably because I'm napping, not because I'm doing anything to improve the human race. Yeah.
Registration is open right now and will close on the 25th. That's a Monday. After the 25th, there will be no more teams registered and no more changes. Okay? The day after, that Tuesday, will be qualifying until that Thursday. So that's the 26th, 27th, and 28th is qualifying. So that'll give me a week to solidify the entry list. And then once you guys are done qualifying, I'll sort the qualifying and then we'll get going on Saturday.
And if I'm correct, CM, let's say I'm so slow, but I'm participating. So I'm like, I shouldn't bother qualifying. Still do us a solid and just do one lap that's
Yes.
valid so we can gain your information for the entry list, right?
Yes.
So,
I would recommend that all players on the team at least do one lap in our qualifying server. It doesn't have to be spectacular. You can actually do it at 60 miles an hour if you want to. Just go
Yeah.
out there, complete a session, do one lap so I can get your information and make sure everything's correct for the entry list.
it has to be valid too. Valid.
Yes, a valid lap.
Yes.
So the big problem with, it's not even a problem, but with ACC, you have to have player IDs to make teams. And teams are kind of like an official, unofficial like feature. Okay. It's almost a workaround from the teams feature in the single player version to multiplayer. All right. So it can be kind of finicky. I'm sure we've all noticed that in the previous endurance race. And if you'd run any other endurance race, you'd notice that it can be kind of finicky. So get out there, put in at least one lap, help us out, because I'm trying to avoid the last time that this happened. We had teams registering pretty close to the event. We didn't have any information, and we just had to tell them, sorry, dude, I don't have your information. I can't make your team for you.
Yeah.
And Matrix just went out there and put on his rally cap and just got it done.
Still,
Wow.
shout out to him. Let's go.
Shout
Well, no,
And
I
he
think
and-
his
Go ahead,
teammates
Hunter.
actually just didn't show up, I believe.
Yeah.
They didn't even try to show up. He just was like, "Fuck it, I'm running it solo." Because he said
But he
in
didn't
chat,
quit.
"I have teammates this
He
time."
didn't quit.
He's
Yeah.
excited. He's got teammates. It's gonna be a good one for him.
Yeah, I mean, he listened to that song from Karate Kid. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna keep you. And he just did it anyway.
All right. Well, last thing about endurance, if you guys have any questions or you need any clarification of procedures, just go to the endurance chat and ask us. We can give you any information that you require.
Ask him.
Yeah.
We have lost because of the Xbox debacle. We have lost a bit of momentum with keeping up with the teammates. So, if you have asked for a teammate and had no response, post it again. Just keep harassing people. I have seen many people looking for a slot in this race. All you new guys, I know sometimes you come to a new server or something like that and you feel a bit like I got to feel it out first or whatever. Get in there. Like, first come, best dressed. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, throw yourself in there, get yourself a team.
Yeah.
You can drive it solo if you want. We've had a few mentally unstable people do that.
Yeah.
In fact, where did John Dilla finish? Did he win the first
Second.
one? Second.
He got second.
So we had the first ever endurance we did was won by a solo. We now have a second. So we need a solo driver to finish third to complete the set. So if anyone wants to do that, put your hand up.
I believe Jondal is gaining a teammate for next round. I don't think he's doing it solo.
Panda, they're that panda. So I think this is sort of a short one. We actually lost a lot of content in the last few weeks because of that. I mean, it's still an hour long. But you guys got anything else for us? No? You good? All right.
This
so
week's calendar.
This week's calendar. Have you got that ready there, Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
Let's look at this week's race. So for you guys, Hunter, will you explain the general rule of thumb for our races? See how it doesn't say a track on the Tuesday there? This would be a good opportunity to explain that.
It says a track on Tuesday. It says a mola.
Oh, I thought that was like... I couldn't see. I'm on a phone. I couldn't see.
All right. So August 12th, Tuesday, we got GT3 sprints. You must be in a GT3 car, and so that means when you're on the main menu of ACC, you need to select the ACC multiplayer tab. You need to select the GT3 portion on the main menu of multiplayer and choose your car from there. Otherwise, if you just go from primary car, it's gonna default you to, I think it's the Lambo it defaults you to.
Yeah.
Yeah. August 13th, we have Cam's One Make Series. We are currently in the Porsche 992 GT3 Cup Car 2021 version, and the
And
track
this is,
is.
I'm a little lost here. Is this round 2 because we pushed the first one to the back?
This is
Or
round
is this
2,
round
yes.
Right, yes.
This is round 2. Yeah, so we pushed the first one to the back due to the Xbox whole debacle, whatever. And so this is round 2 of the One Make Series at Red Bull Ring. That's
Beautiful.
a 50-minute race with a mandatory pit stop. So there you go. The August 14th is GT4 only sprints. Same thing as GT3. You got to go to the GT4 tab of the multiplayer screen and choose your car from there. That is once again at a Mola. That's 2 20-minute sprints. Then there's Friday Fights. This one's at Paul Ricard. It's a 30-minute sprint, and it's just sort of for fun. The rules are a little more lax. Still, you're not dive bombing anybody. None of that bullshit. But
try a car you haven't tried. Be a bit fun.
Yeah.
Do something a bit silly.
exactly,
You can run
any. You can run any class of car or cup car, anything. Turn your traction control off. Turn your ABS off. Like do that sort of stuff. And then August 16th, we have the BFR Premier Series. I
It's
don't
the
know.
BFR
That's
prom.
Pro,
Yeah.
We should all get prom
Premier.
photos together. Panda, you're gonna be my little spoon buddy. We're gonna get a prom photo together.
But that's at Imola. That's our 1-hour race. Mandatory pit stop on that one as well. Then August 16th, this is a new race we're adding. It's Saturday sprints. We're going to do this at the Nürburgring GP layout this Saturday for 2 30-minute sprints at 7 p.m. Eastern for any guys who are doing nothing on Saturdays like most of us are. And then August 17th is the SVG Old Gen at Monza. This is going to be at 3 p.m. This is a 1-hour race. No mandatory pit stop. And this is only cars 2018 and older. You cannot do 2019, cool. 2020, 2021s. None of that. Just 2018 and older.
That's fun.
Yep.
So that's great. So that's a great looking one. I love Imola. What do you guys feel about Imola? I feel like it's like cilantro.
I love it. I love the fucking track. I love
Imola.
Yeah, I like it.
I think the only part about it I hate is that chicane in the middle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The middle or towards the end? Here, the first one, like not turn 1 and 2, the other one, right?
No, yeah, the one in like
3 and 4, or the one right after that big low sweeping one coming around to the back.
that
there?
one. No.
Yeah,
The big low sweeping one's a little yeah.
That is.
Yeah, it's
But,
great. It's great to race there. It's great to watch WEC races there as well. Like it's always fun.
Sweet. So for you new guys, just what I was trying to say before is the general rule of thumb is whatever races on Saturday, either for Premier or Prospect, that will be the track for Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then we mix it up between GT3s and GT4s because Premier Racing has multi-class. So we got to give even though no one really likes GT4 drivers, they're kind of like weird. Like it's kind of like Xbox GT4, you know, like no one's a big fan. But that Wednesday is a one make, and then the rest is self-explanatory. So that's all good. Let's kick off this week. I won't be back till later in the week, so I'm probably going to turn up to Imola with no practice, not even knowing if my wheel's going to work because I put my new shit in and haven't set
You're
it
going to
up.
really hit the GT4s then.
Oh yeah, and get myself relegated. But I'm good to go. I just want to shout out before we go. You guys got anything before we go?
Nope.
Wait.
Nope.
I want to shout out a couple of things, and if we miss anything, let us know. But Boothie, son's just graduated from Marine school. Is that what it's called for the non-armies in us? Boot camp, whatever it is. Big shout out, man. That's what this community's about. He shared it with us. I'm sure he doesn't mind us shouting that out because he shared it with us, and that's one of these beautiful things about that. On the other foot, you know, still sun praising, man. We're thinking of you. We know you lost your dog, and you sort of leaned on us a bit, and we've all been thinking about you. We've all been checking in on you as much as we can, and that's what this community is about, man. So great job, Boothie, and still sun praising. We got you, man. Whatever you need. So if we got nothing else, I'm going to carefully plan my goodbye wave before I do it.
Elite Reigns asking about the 420 race.
The 420 race, we have some ideas, but we have some, what should we say? We have some legal requirements we have to figure out how to fulfill. But don't worry, it's coming. Don't you worry. I am very excited for that race. So, yeah, that's on. So get yourself registered for that race. Not the 420 race, the charity race. Welcoming you guys. Make yourselves at home. Everyone will treat you like family, unless you're a dildo. But speaking of those, have you seen the It doesn't matter. We shouldn't talk about that. But
oh yeah, I know where you're taking that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back you out of that one. But
oh man,
that's it from me. You guys good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Thanks everyone
Great
for
chat.
tuning in. We'll be back next week in the. I'll be on my usual spot. There'll be some more racing to talk about, some new faces, and yeah, I'm very excited. So, from me, peace.